Welcome back, everyone. For those who have been here before, you know who I am. If not, my name is Marilyn Stroud, and I'm the owner and president under Stroud Vocational Expert Services, and also one of the key contributors here to the Stroud Academy. Today we're going to get into something that's near and dear to every vocational expert's heart, and that is the Handbook for Analyzing. Just like the other documents that we've been introducing to you on the Stroud Academy, this Handbook for Analyzing Jobs is one of the core documents that a Social Security Administration vocational expert needs to at least be familiar with and understand, because it does provide an underlying resource for what you do and will do on a day-to-day basis. The handbook really contains a lot of critical information, so understanding what job analysis is, meaning how they actually go through job analysis and perform that all on the different jobs that are available to the claimants that you will be testifying with, really sets the first standard of what SSA vocational experts do. The Handbook for Analyzing Jobs gets into the concepts and principles of job analysis, such as limits, dimensions, machines, tools, equipment, and work heights, and how they interact and affect that job as a principle. From there, the Handbook for Analyzing Jobs expands out into worker functions. So looking at the structure and the procedures, and then what the actual definitions and examples of different worker functions are, gives you a beginning understanding of how the job breaks down and uses the functions of the worker and how they integrate into different roles and responsibilities in their job. The Handbook for Analyzing Jobs also gets into the work fields. What I'm talking about here is how some of them are by themselves, and then there are different combination work fields, and how an individual that's performing job analysis can assign different work fields to different jobs. There is an alphabetical listing in the handbook, as well as different work field organizations, and then how they are combined with their own listing. One key term that is introduced in this is the MPSMS, which means materials, products, subject matter, and services. At some future point, when you are doing work history analysis on different claimants, you're going to sometimes refer to the MPSMS to really understand different functions that the claimant could possibly do if you are looking at his past relevant work. This applies along with the hypothetical limitations that have been presented to you as to whether they could perform that work or other work in the national economy. The handbook then gets into general educational development and how the developers over time, not only with education, but other opportunities that are presented to them, specific vocational preparation is next, and covers in detail the different levels of SVP that you will and should become quite familiar with as an SSABE. Following SVP is Aptitudes. This topic includes the levels of aptitudes and then the definitions of those that are going to definitely play a part in the ability of the claimant to continue to perform past relevant work or other work in the national economy. Temperament follows and is kind of the same issue. So what we covered today was really just an introduction into the first half of the Handbook for Analyzing Jobs. Come check in with us next week, and we'll talk about the second half of the Handbook for Analyzing Jobs. With that, we also have a special offer from the VE Launchpad to help get your people trained up and meet your BPA requirements in a shorter time, and you can check out the show notes for that code. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit subscribe and ring the bell so that you get notifications when our next video comes out. As always, love your comments. Please keep them coming, and we'll get back to you just as soon as possible. Thank you.